Sreekala ma'am, Chairperson, Kerala Pollution Control Board.
Distinguished dignitaries on and off dice. First, I thanks to Akram and Policy Times for giving an opportunity me to stand here. My colleague, Chief Engineer Bindu Radhakrishnan, is also attending this program. So I just came physically means I have to have a physical interaction between these officers present here and the industrialists are present here. Coming to or focusing on this topic of circular economy and this extended producer responsibility. So it's a correlation between this economy, circular economy or circularity, and between the extended producer responsibility, which is framed under various waste management under this Environment Protection Act in 1986. So this EPR, this extended producer responsibility regime, is a global subject, and all over the world and in different countries, they are their own practices for implementing this extended producer responsibility regime under the various waste management sector. So India too have this waste management practices in concentrating of environment, this extended producer responsibility that has been introduced in 2016 rules framework for this various waste management system. So India has a clear strategy for this EPR regime, and the Central Pollution Control Board is properly maintaining this. They have an EPR portal in which the producers, brand owners, and importers and the recyclers can register there. So it has a good strategy in such a way that the recyclers can, those who are registered in the EPR can get in money economy basis because of the certificates that is issued to this EPR, recyclers, selling it to these manufacturers and all. And coming to this, some waste management like plastic, and we can say that we are introduced to some the single-use ban on single-use plastic all over India, and each state have their own strategy for management of the single-use plastic, is for making alternative materials instead of the single-use plastic. So with the availability of the natural materials which are obtained in their each state. And Kerala too have so much of natural material which has been used for can be used as a replacement of the single-use plastic. And coming to this extended producer responsibility sector in such a manner that it can create a more manner in especially in case of this end-use life vehicles, as well as and other this waste tire manufacturing, waste tire practices, recycling practices. So recently, for in terms of Kerala, we have this recycling facilities are not being practiced so much over there. So we are mainly depending upon the other states for the recycling activities. So recently, last week, we had a discussion with, we have one cement plant here there. So they are not having the co-incineration facilities. So I had a discussion with the this company, and they are planning to have a arrangement in such a way that the RDF can be used as a biochar that can be used for co-incineration along with the fuel that has been used for the industrial purposes. So apart from the solid waste, so we have to have a more importance to this liquid waste management as well. So India, we have highland and lowland. So the waste management in this high and lowland will be more difficult than the normal leveled land. So we have to more care about the waste management. So much more numbers of the STP and FSTP should be practiced here. So proper waste management. Similarly, in the case of this air quality, we have prepared the state action plan recently and submitted the Central Pollution Control Board. So based on that, and a national levels action plan for the air quality can be introduced in all over the India to maintain the air quality within the standard limiting standards prescribed by the government of India. And we have to give more importance to the recyclers and this to give the materials which are used for against the single-use plastic. So we have to give a support to the entrepreneurs who are engaging these activities in our our India. And now the EP Act, the Act has been amended. So EP Act and Air Act has been already been introduced in force. And since water is a state subject, so that has to be passed in the state legislative assembly. So I think some states has been reduced, they passed this in their state legislative assembly. So now it is in practice. And some modifications has made in this amendment in such a way that the decriminalization has been introduced. And previously, in any violation is there, we have to file the case in first class judicial magistrate court by the regulatory authorities. Now it has been changed, and an adjudicating officer who is the environment secretary in the government of any state under environment department, who is the adjudicating officer, he is calculating in the environmental compensation and for any violation that has been levied from the these people. So we have to more careful about the waste management practices, and that will be introduced shortly. So I think these points will be covered in this program, and I hope everybody has their own views for making these practices in a good manner. So I wish all success to this conclave, and thank you all. Thank you.